Welcome to Canadian Armed Forces Fitness, your premier destination for online fitness training in the CAF community. Our mission is to provide dynamic, results-driven fitness programs tailored to meet the diverse needs and wants of our CAF members. Join us for our weekly live and bilingual workouts with options for every fitness level. Engage in our challenges and explore diverse content from mobility sessions to targeted training programs like force evaluation prep. Connect with our community by subscribing to our bulletin and following us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to stay informed on our latest updates and events. I'm Coach Saul, and together we are CAF Fitness.
Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue dans le studio Les Facs en forme propulsé par PSP. Je suis votre hôte, Coach Saul. Comme toujours, avoir de l'eau à proximité, avoir un espace bien dégagé et sécuritaire. Et si jamais il y a un mouvement qui ne vous convient pas, dites-moi dans les commentaires pour que je puisse vous donner des alternatives pour ces mouvements-là. Ok, aujourd'hui, on va concentrer sur la mobilité. On va faire la mobilité du corps entier suivi des flux de yoga. Ok, alors j'espère que vous avez hâte pour ça. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Canadian Armed Forces Fitness Studios powered by PSP. I am your host, Coach Saul. Please make sure that you have water nearby, that you have space enough to stretch in, and if there's any movements that do not agree with you in your body, you let me know in the comments so I can give you alternatives for those movements. All right. Today we're going to be focusing on mobility. We're going to start with a head-to-toe stretch. You know I always do some breathing, and then we're going to be doing some yoga flows to finish that off. All right. Now, before we get started, I'm going to please ask that you read. First of all, look in the chat. In the chat, there is a link towards Wordly. Wordly is for, actually, I don't think you can hear me right now. Hang on. You know what? I'm going to go back here. There we go. There is a link towards Wordly in the chat right now. So Wordly is for subtitles, but please remember that this content is being translated using AI-based tools, and AI translations may not capture all the nuances of the original language. Okay? Alors, en français aussi, il y a un lien dans le chat maintenant. Vous pouvez cliquer et vous pouvez avoir des sous-titres pour ce vidéo. Mais il faut remarquer que les contenus est traduit à l'aide des outils basés sur l'intelligence artificielle. Et bien que nous nous efforçons d'être précis, les traductions par IA peuvent ne pas saisir toutes les nuances de la langue d'origine. Ok? Veuillez également lire l'avis de non-responsabilité qui est affiché sur l'écran en ce moment. Please also read the disclaimer, which is on the screen right now, for beginning this workout. Bam. Okay, just want to make sure I don't have any comments. That's okay, good. Well, not good, but you know what I mean. All right, so we are going to start with a head-to-toe stretch, like I said. But before we do that, I want to focus a little bit on breathing, okay? Today, I'm going to be standing for my breathing, okay? And I invite you to do the same thing as me. But if you feel like more comfortable sitting down or whatever, take a comfortable position on the couch, on the floor, cross-legged, wide-legged, however you want to do it. OK? Alors, prenez une position confortable et suivez-moi dans ces respirations. Les respirations au début vont être différentes que d'habitude, mais à la fin, on va faire des respirations en boîte. OK? Alors, on va prendre une grande respiration et en inspirant, on va lever les mains, écarter et lever les mains ensemble jusqu'en haut. Et maintenant, on va aller à l'envers pour revenir vers le bas. Okay, so deep breath in, lifting the arms up, 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 bringing them together at the top. And as you exhale, bring them back down in the reverse. Very nice. Again, inhale. Exhale. Once again, inhale. Exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. Very nice. All right, everyone, we're going to start with a neck stretch. So I want everyone to put one hand behind your back, grab that wrist and pull. Okay, now the side that has the little chicken wing sticking out, so the side you're pulling to, that's the side I want you to lean your head toward. Okay, now from here, as you inhale, I want you to look up. And as you exhale, I want you to look down, all while maintaining your head tilt. Okay, inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. All while maintaining the head tilt. One more breath. Come on back to the center and switch. Other hand now, grab the wrist, pull to the side, and now I want you to lean your head to the side. Et alors, pendant que vous tirez sur la main, je veux que vous inclinez la tête vers le côté de lequel vous tirez, sur lequel vous tirez, et on va regarder vers le haut en inspirant. Et en expirant, on regarde vers le sol, tout en gardant la tête inclinée. Inspirez. Expirez. N'hésitez jamais de me laisser en commentaire si jamais vous voulez une alternative ou bien si vous voulez juste dire allô. Inspirez. Expirez. Inspirez. Expirez. Et pour la dernière fois, inspirez et expirez. Très bien. OK, on va monter les épaules et les pousser vers l'avant. OK, on fait les cercles d'épaules. Okay, we're going to do some big shoulder circles going forward. Once you've done about 10, then I want you to go backwards. Take your time. Take your time. I want you to get those shoulders up as high as you possibly can. Give yourself goosebumps. You're lifting them so high. Very nice. All right, I want you to put one arm out to the side and the other arm out to the side. One arm is flipped up, and then the other arm is going to rotate so far inwards that it is also facing up. So you see how both of my palms are facing up-ish. Okay? We're going to do some shoulder screws. Alors, on va dévisser sur un côté. We're going to unscrew on one side et on va visser sur l'autre côté, comme ça. OK? Alors, dévisser et revisser sur l'autre côté. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nice. All right, we're going to do some openers now, chest openers, elbows at 90 degrees. And we're going to open one arm at a time. I want you to watch your palm as you open up that chest. Thumb points towards the back as you open. Okay? J'espère que vous m'entendez, mais je respire en faisant ça. J'espère que vous faites la même chose. Très bien. Et relaxez juste pour quelques instants. On va maintenant lever les coudes. Et un vers le bas, un main vers le bas, l'autre main vers le haut. Et on va switcher entre en haut et en bas. Les coudes sont pliés toujours à 90 degrés et les pouces pointent vers l'arrière en tout temps. OK? Alors, c'est parti, on change. Mais comme vous voyez, je ne baisse pas mes bras pour faire ça. OK? So I'm not lowering my arms. 2, switching. 3, 4, 5. You may look kind of wacky doing this. 6, but this is kind of like prehab. 7, you want to make sure that you're moving in as many ranges of motion. 8, as possible. 9 before you get into anything. 10. And yes, that even means mobility. Very good. All right, everyone. Classic. Let's do some hugs. Okay, open and close. Like I said, moving in as many ranges as possible. Okay, on ouvre et on ferme. On fait des câlins. Très bien. All right, now we're going to fling the arms up and down. Okay, so up as high as you can, swing them back as far as you can without bending over. Okay, little swing forward, little swing backwards, as many planes of motion as possible. And now big arm circles now, not just the shoulders, but the arms. Big circles going forward. And then backwards. Okay, very nice. Okay, hold on. I got a little tightness in my shoulder today. Why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? Why not? Reach across. Yeah, I got a little tightness in my shoulder, so why don't we do this? Reach across, hold at the elbow, pull your shoulder in underneath your chin. Switching to the other side now, so pull it in. Very good. And shake that out now. Woo! All right, everyone. Now let's work a little bit on that thoracic spine. Okay, so we're going to work on flexion, so rounding the back, and extension, extending the back as high, or popping the chest out as much as possible. So I want you to fold your hands in front. On va plier les mains en avant. On va pousser les paumes de les mains un contre l'autre. Et on va essayer d'amener les épaules ensemble. Okay, so we're going to round the back. We're going to push the hands together. And we're going to try and get the front of the shoulders to touch one another by pushing our hands together and keeping our arms straight. Nice round back here. Okay, you can even kind of rock side to side the more we get into this. Very good, and relax. Let's go in behind now. Lace the fingers together and reach down and open up that chest as much as possible. If you can, keep your palms together. Si vous êtes capable, moi je ne suis pas capable, je me tiens sur les doigts, sur les bouts des doigts. Mais si vous êtes capable, gardez les paumes ensemble. Si vous êtes capable, si vous avez l'amplitude. Okay, good. Let's fold it in front again one more time. Round back, round back, round back. Okay, and then lace the fingers together and reach down and open up that chest. Okay, on ouvre la poitrine au maximum. Pour pouvoir atteindre un maximum de amplitude de mouvement. Nice job tout le monde. 3, 2, 1. Et on peut relaxer les bras. Excellent. OK, on va maintenant prendre soin des hanches avant de faire des flux de mobilité. Alors, on va faire des obstacles avec les hanches. So we're going to do some hurdles with the hips, okay? Hands together, hands out to the side, hand on a chair or something like that. Whatever keeps your balance, okay? Alors, on veut se garder en équilibre. Alors, tenez quelque chose, mettez vos mains devant vous, à côté. Peu importe, je veux que vous gardez votre équilibre, ok? Alors, montez le talon en arrière, sortez du côté et va au-dessus de l'obstacle imaginaire qui est à côté de vous. Okay, so bring that heel up, out with the knee, and over top of that imaginary hurdle that's beside you. 4, 5. After doing 5, we're going to go in the other direction now. So knee up, foot out, because it's still got to clear that imaginary obstacle. So it's almost like you're swimming back. And 2, 3, on va dans la sens opposé. 4 et 5. Faut que le pied va au-dessus de l'obstacle ainsi que le genou. OK. L'autre sens, l'autre jambe, je veux dire, dans l'autre sens aussi, vers l'avant. OK. On monte le talon, on sort le genou vers l'extérieur et on va au-dessus de l'obstacle imaginaire. 2, vers l'avant. 3, 4 et 5. Et dans l'autre sens, on monte le genou, ensuite le talon et on va au-dessus de cet obstacle. 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. OK, je pense que nous sommes prêts pour partir avec le premier flux de yoga. Alors, je vais démontrer les 5 mouvements qu'on va faire. OK, j'ai sur le tableau maintenant devant moi. On va faire le pli vers l'avant. OK, so the forward fold. After the forward fold, we're going to be going into child's pose. So child's pose, we know very well. Le position d'enfant. Ensuite, on va se mettre en planche. On va monter en guerrier. Okay, we're going to come up into warrior. We're going to reach our arms up. We're going to open up the chest and rotate the feet. Notice how I go down onto my heel. Open. Warrior 2. And then we're going to go warrior 3, where we're reaching back. Or reverse warrior, I should say. Okay. Then we're going to go back to 2, back to 1, back to plank, back to child's pose. And then we're going to jump our feet into our hands and stand. Okay, we're going to do this flow 3 times. Now, if you need a modification, I will try and think as I go. But if you absolutely need to stop doing a movement, just return to child's pose. Okay, if we're doing warrior and you feel uncomfortable, drop that back knee down to the floor. Those are 2 things I'm going to tell you right away. All right, so we're going to start off with flow number 1 with forward fold. Okay, doesn't matter how far down you can reach. I want you to go as far as you can. And somehow get your hands to the floor. Right now, you don't need to put your hands on the floor, but I just mean for the child's pose. Okay. Something that might help is keeping those legs nice and straight. Deep breath in, coming up halfway. And then as you exhale, trying to get down even further. Inhale. Come up halfway and exhale, come down. One more time, inhale. And one more time, back down. Okay, you can bend your knees if you need to. Put your hands on the floor. Lower the knees to the floor. Tops of the feet on the floor. And then sit back on your heels and reach your arms forward into child's pose. Okay, lengthen your arms, lengthen your spine, push your head through your arms. Very good. Okay, now come forward, hands on the floor, curl the back toes under, and now I want you to get back into a plank position. From the plank position, step in with one foot. Okay, knee beside the shoulder. Then you're going to come up into, like I said before, you're going to need to balance. Hold on to a chair or something if you need to. Reach up and drive the hips forward and down for this warrior pose. Good. Now you're going to see this move from the back now. So you're going to rotate onto that heel and open up the hips and chest. Warrior 2. Drive those hips forward and down. Forward being where your front knee is pointed. Okay, now reverse warrior. So hips are going forward and down. Back hand is coming back onto the leg and reaching over top towards the back. Make sure you're breathing. Coming back to warrior 2. Deep breath in. Swinging up into warrior 1. Off of the heel now. Hands down to plank with a deep breath. Good. Let's come back to our child's pose on the knees, reaching our bum back, reaching our hands forward. Very nice. Curl the back toes under, come back to a standing position by walking the hands back into the legs, knees bent or straight. And then from here, we're going to roll up one vertebra at a time. Very good. All right, we're going to do that again on the other side. Alors, ça va se refaire sur l'autre côté. Grande respiration. Et on se plie vers l'avant. Et inspiration, on revient au moitié avec le dos droit. Expirez et on descend au sol. Inspiration, on se relève, semi-relevé. Et on rebaisse. Encore une fois, grande respiration, inspirez. Et on essaie d'atteindre la nouvelle amplitude de mouvement. Excellent. On veut maintenant amener les mains au sol. OK? Alors, pliez vos genoux si vous avez besoin. Marchez vers l'avant. Mettez vos genoux au sol et asseyez-vous sur les talons en allongeant les bras et la colonne vertébrale. Prenez quelques grandes respirations. On remet les mains au sol, on se redresse un peu juste pour venir retrousser les orteils et envoyer monter les genoux dans les airs. OK, on va maintenant amener l'autre genou à l'épaule. Grande respiration. Et on va monter en guerrier 1 avec les hanches toujours vers l'avant et vers le bas. OK, les bras allongés au-dessus de la tête. Avec la prochaine respiration, je veux que vous tournez, vous ouvrez la poitrine ainsi que les hanches et que vous amenez toujours les hanches vers l'avant et vers le bas. L'avant, c'est où le genou pointe. Excellent. On amène la main arrière sur l'ischio-jambier et on va étirer au-dessus en reverse warrior. En amenant toujours les hanches vers l'avant et vers le bas. Pendant votre prochaine respiration, on revient à guerrier 2 avec les bras allongés des deux côtés. Grande respiration, on amène on relève le talon du sol et on amène les bras au-dessus de la tête avec les hanches toujours vers le bas. Pendant votre prochaine respiration, on amène les mains au sol. Eh bien, on revient en planche. On baisse les genoux au sol. On allonge la tête, la colonne vertébrale, les bras devant nous. Et pendant votre prochaine respiration, on revient sur les mains, on retrousse les orteils et on marche en reculant vers l'arrière, vers les pieds. Et on monte une vertèbre à la fois pour empiler la colonne vertébrale. Vous vous redressez une vertèbre à la fois. Nice job, everyone. We got one more per side. I know I said 3, but I meant 4 because I forgot we have to do it on both sides. Okay? So deep breath and forward fold. Inhale, halfway up if you wish, and exhale. Come on back down. Inhale, halfway up if you wish, and back down. Inhale, keeping your legs straight, come on back down. Try and keep your legs as straight as possible. Now, if you need to, bend your knees, walk your hands out into a plank position, drop the knees, sit back into a child's pose. Okay, on your next inhale, I want you to come forward, and on your next exhale, lift the knees off the floor after curling the toes under into a nice plank position. Drive that first leg forward again, and on your next breath, I want you to come up into warrior one. Hips always forward and down. Warrior one. Okay, inhale. And as you exhale, rotate, open up the chest and hips for warrior two. Inhale and reach back for that warrior three. Inhale, coming back to warrior two. Deep breath. And rotate those hips forward again. Heel off the floor. Reach up. Inhale, and as you exhale, hands back to the floor. Come back to a plank position. Knees down, hips back over the heels, knees wide, and push that head through your arms. Come on forward, curl the toes under, and now walk your hands back to your feet and come up one vertebrae at a time, nice and slowly. And we're looking forward. Very good job so far, everyone. We got one more time through that floor because we got to balance that out on the other side. And then we're going to be moving on to flow number 2, which is going to be a little bit more relaxed. We're not going to be standing up so much. All right, so deep breath. Grande respiration, on se plie vers l'avant. Idéalement, on peut toucher le sol, mais sinon, on prend les chevilles, les tibias, les ischio-jambiers, les mollets, peu importe. Inspirez, montez et descendre à nouveau. Et inspiration, on remonte. Et on rebaisse. Inspiration, on relève. Et pour la dernière fois, on rebaisse. Et on va maintenant marcher les mains vers l'avant en planche. On plie les genoux pour les mettre au sol, écartés. Et les pieds sont rapprochés. On s'assoit sur les talons pour créer cette position d'enfant. Très bien. On revient vers l'avant. On retrousse les orteils en planche. On amène la jambe à côté de l'épaule. Grande respiration. Et en expirant, on monte les bras dans les airs. Et on amène toujours les hanches vers le bas et vers l'avant. On ouvre les hanches ainsi que les épaules et la poitrine en guerrier 2 tout en amenant les hanches vers l'avant. Très bien. On amène la main arrière sur la jambe arrière et on allonge le bras au-dessus de la tête vers l'arrière, mais on amène toujours les hanches vers l'avant. Grande respiration, on revient en guerrier 2. Grande respiration. Et on retourne en guerrier 1 avec les hanches pointées vers l'avant, les bras allongés au-dessus de la tête. On amène les mains au sol et on revient en planche. On baisse les genoux écartés, les pieds rapprochés. On s'assoit sur les talons. Grande respiration, on revient, retrousse les orteils et on monte les fesses dans les airs pendant que nous reculons les mains vers les pieds. Et rendu là, on peut plier les genoux si on veut, mais sinon on garde les jambes tout droit et on remonte une vertèbre à la fois. Ah. Bravo, 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 bravo. J'espère que vous avez aimé cette flux numéro 1. OK? Pendant que je démontre la prochaine flux, je veux que vous preniez une position confortable et que vous concentrez sur votre respiration. OK? Alors, flow numéro 2, c'est le cobra, down dog, chien à 3 pattes, cheetah et ensuite pigeon. Alors, je sais que ça a l'air compliqué, mais vraiment, ça flue de un mouvement à l'autre. OK? So, we're going to start in that cobra position. So, cobra are knees on, okay? But if you want to have your knees up, then that's just going to give you a little bit more range of motion. Okay, so cobra is here. You can even go down to your elbows if you wish. Okay, cobra is here. If you want to get a little bit more range of motion, you can lift your knees off the floor if you want. Okay, but I like to just keep the knees down. Then from there, we're going to go into downward facing dog. So we're going to push that bum up in the air towards the back. I don't want to slip, so I got to come up on my mat here. Okay. From the downward dog, we're going to center one foot. We're going to lift one leg in the air, drive that knee in to cheetah. We're going to do that a couple of times before finally driving the knee in to pigeon. And then from the pigeon pose with one foot in front of the opposite knee, we're going to stay there. We're going to do a couple of forward folds. We're even going to do some body waves. And then we'll go in the reverse order back to the cobra position. Okay, 2 times per side for this one as well, because obviously we got to do it on each side. Okay. Okay, so I want everyone to find a comfortable spot on the ground. I would not recommend doing this one or any other yoga flow on an elevated platform. So please make sure that you find it on the ground where you're nice and stable. You're not going to fall. If you ever do tumble to the floor, you're already going to be there. All right, hands are underneath your shoulders, and we're going to push up into a nice cobra position. Inhale and exhale. Now curl the back toes under, deep breath. As you exhale, lift that bum into the air, reach your heels down towards the floor, even though they're not going to touch there. And if they do, then you got great mobility. Now bring one of your feet into the center, lift the other nice and high. Now drive your knee in towards your nose. And come back out with your inhale. And knee in towards your nose as you exhale. Breathe in, leg comes up. Breathe out, leg comes in into a pigeon position. Now your one foot is in front of your opposite knee. I know you can't see what I'm doing right now, but it'll demonstrate on the other side. But the more your knee is at 90 degrees, the more mobility you're going to have. Okay, so if you're able to get that knee at 90 degrees, do it. If you're like me and you've got tight hips, you may be more like a 45 degree, but always strive, if you're comfortable, to bring that foot further forward. Okay, the more your shin is parallel with your collarbone, the more stretch you're going to get. Okay, speaking of stretch, let's do some forward fold. So we're going to walk the hands out. 3, 2, 1. Walking the hands back in. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale. Walking forward again. And again, breathing and coming back. Deep breath. And exhale, walk out. And come on back in. Very good. Now I want you to do some body waves. So body waves, I'm going to let you go from the left to the center to the right. And I want you to try that a couple of times each, or maybe even a few times each. Okay, once you're finished going through 2 or 3 times for the side, and forward, curl those back toes under. Come back into your nice downward facing dog position. Okay, and then drive those hips down back into a nice cobra position. Now we're going to use the other leg. Maintenant, on va utiliser l'autre jambe. Alors, essayez de relaxer dans cette position. On retrousse les orteils, on monte les fesses dans les airs. On met un pied au centre, on monte l'autre pied dans les airs. Inspirez et on amène le genou au nez. On inspire, on lève la jambe. On expire, on amène au nez. Encore une fois, inspiration. Et maintenant, on revient vers l'avant, mais on se met en pigeon avec le pied devant le genou opposé. Et on veut toujours atteindre le plus d'amplitude avec la jambe en avant que possible. Ok, alors moi, j'ai des hanches serrées. Alors moi, je ne peux pas avancer trop mon pied, mais le plus que le tibia, c'est parallèle au clavicule, le plus d'amplitude que vous aurez. Ok, alors gardez les hanches vers le bas et vers l'avant. On va se plier vers l'avant. Grande respiration. 3, 2, 1. On remonte. Grande respiration. Et on replie. 3, 2, 1. On remonte. On se redresse. Et encore une fois, grande respiration. Et on se plie vers l'avant. Très bien. Et on se redresse. Excellent. On peut retrousser. On peut maintenant… Ah, pardon, non. On ne retrousse pas les orteils, pardon. On va aller à droite, au centre, à gauche, 3 fois dans chaque sens. Droite, centre, gauche. Centre, droite, gauche. Très bien. Et après d'avoir fait ça 3 fois, on retrousse les orteils, on amène les fessiers dans l'air et on baisse les hanches au sol pour revenir en cobra. Si vous êtes fatigué au niveau des épaules, on peut se baisser sur les coudes ou bien on peut s'allonger comme ça si vous voulez. Okay, so if your shoulders are feeling sore after those first 2 flows, because I know we were holding ourselves up with our arms a lot, then you can kind of stretch out like this, but not for too long. We're getting our hands back underneath our shoulders now, and we're pushing up to a nice cobra position. Curl the back toes under and get back into a nice downward facing dog. center one of your feet. Lift your other leg into the air. Inhale, and as you exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, coming forward. One more time, reaching up. Inhale and exhale, driving your knees through into a nice pigeon pose. Okay, you can put the top of your foot down on the floor. Drive those hips forward and down. And now we're going to fold forward 3 times. Folding forward. You don't have to be all the way down like this, right? If this is your forward fold and then if you feel discomfort, then that's what we want. Okay, deep breath and come on down again. Come on back up. Inhale and exhale as you fold forward for the last time on this side. Come on back up. Now we're going to do those body waves to the left, to the center, and to the right. We're reaching our chin, okay? Left, center, right. One more time. Left, center, right. Very good. Curl the back toes under. Come back into a nice downward dog position. Okay, and then bring the hips back down into cobra. Put the tops of your feet down. And once again, you come down to your elbows. You can reach your arms out in front of you to relax your arms. Et grande respiration pendant qu'on prend un petit break. OK. On revient en dessous des épaules avec les mains. On retrousse les orteils. Ah, en fait, non. On se redresse au niveau du haut du corps pour créer cette position de cobra. Maintenant, on retrousse les orteils. On inspire, on amène les fessiers dans l'air. On met le pied au centre, on monte la jambe en haut et on expire en amenant le genou au nez. Encore une fois. Et vous m'entendez respirer. Faites la même chose. Inspirez et on amène le genou en avant. Position de pigeon. On met le haut du pied au sol. Et on va maintenant plier vers l'avant 3 fois. OK, grande respiration. Pliez-vous vers l'avant. Redressez-vous. Grande respiration. Et pliez-vous. Et redressez-vous. Grande respiration, encore une fois. Et redressez-vous. Ah, pardon, repliez-vous. Redressez-vous et maintenant, on va faire les ondes corporelles. OK, on va faire vers la droite, vers le centre, à gauche, droite, centre, gauche, encore une fois, droite, centre, gauche. Excellent. Lorsque vous avez fini ça, on retrousse les orteils, on revient dans la position chien tête en bas. Et au lieu d'aller en cobra, on va baisser les genoux et on va revenir cette fois-ci en position d'enfant. Bravo, bravo, bravo. On va tenir cette position en inspirant et en expirant. Merci d'être là tout le monde. Merci d'être venu de vous connecter pour la séance de mobilité. C'est tout ce que j'ai pour aujourd'hui comme plus, mais on va maintenant faire de la respiration. Alors, si vous voulez rester pour ça, ça va vous faire du bien, je vous le garantis. OK? Alors, asseyez-vous dans une position jambes croisées, jambes allongées, assis sur un banc, le canapé, peu importe où vous vous asseyez. Je veux pas que vous restez debout cette fois-ci. Je veux que vous asseyez. Les coudes sur les genoux, ou bien si vous êtes plus redressé que moi, si les genoux sont plus basses, on peut mettre les mains sur les genoux. Mais je veux, si possible, de faire la rotation externe des épaules, si on peut, pour plus ouvrir la poitrine et en conséquence les poumons. OK? Je garde mes paumes face en haut. Je prends une grande respiration. Inspirez pendant 5 secondes. Tenir les poumons pleins pendant 5 secondes. Expirez en vidant les poumons 5 secondes et on garde les poumons vides pendant 5 secondes. OK? Alors, pas de inspiration comme sec, comme vite ou rapide. Je veux que vous prenez votre temps. OK? Alors, grande respiration. Maintenez. Expirez. Maintenez les poumons vides. Inspirez et je veux que vous concentrez sur votre respiration et rien d'autre. Tenez, maintenez. Expirez. Je veux que vous concentrez sur votre corps et comment vous vous sentez en ce moment. Expirez. Ah, pardon, maintenez. Et inhale. Hold. I want you just focusing on your breath. Exhale. And your body and how you feel right now. Don't think of anything else. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. And open your eyes if open your eyes if they were closed. If they were already open, then that's fantastic. Okay. Great job, everyone. I hope that you had an amazing time at this mobility session. I know I always have an amazing time, and thank you for having such great attendance. Now, there has been a problem with our Zoom lately, our Zoom license. So if you are trying to log in on Zoom, don't worry, it is coming back. I'm going to change the link on the website as soon as I have more information. But thank you for your patience. Merci d'être si nombreux sur Facebook, Instagram et YouTube. Et on travaille sur notre licence de Zoom. On avait des problèmes techniques. Alors, je vous souhaite la meilleure journée de votre vie. I hope you have an amazing day and an amazing weekend. And thank you for joining me today. We'll see you on Monday for some force prep. Take care.
Bienvenue aux Forces armées canadiennes en forme, votre destination principale pour l'entraînement physique en ligne dans la communauté des FAC. Notre mission, c'est d'offrir des programmes de conditionnement physique dynamiques et axés sur les résultats, conçus pour répondre aux divers besoins et désirs des membres des FAC. Rejoignez-nous pour nos séances d'entraînement hebdomadaires, en ligne, en direct et bilingue. avec des options pour tous les niveaux de forme physique. Participez à nos défis et explorez notre contenu varié, des séances de mobilité aux programmes ciblés tels que la préparation pour l'évaluation force. Connectez-vous avec notre communauté dynamique en vous abonnant à notre bulletin et en nous suivant sur Facebook, Instagram et YouTube pour rester informé de nos dernières mises à jour et nos événements. Je suis Coach Saul et ensemble, nous sommes les facs en forme.